to ZooCast UK, filled with news, views and information about UK zoos, safari parks, aquariums and other animal parks.
We'll be covering all aspects of UK zoos, the animals they care for on site and those they can serve in the wild, how they got started and their hopes for the future.
An exciting story now because Noah's Ark Zoo Farm is launching a new initiative to form the UK's only African elephant bachelor group.
Noah's Ark Zoo Farm is currently home to two young African bull elephants, 9-year-old Machanga and 12-year-old Janu, and has announced plans that it will soon become home to more African bull elephants.
The North Somerset Zoo, which has the largest elephant enclosure in the UK, is gearing up to form a bachelor group, an initiative which has been welcomed by the European Endangered Species Programme, EEP, for African elephants.
Male elephants will leave their family herd once they reach adolescence. The males will then group together with other solitary males to form bachelor groups. These bachelor groupings are important for young bulls to learn social skills and new behaviours from older males.
There will typically be one large dominant bull, who will guide the younger bulls and sort out any disputes amongst the group. Once they reach sexual maturity, large bulls will visit female herds to mate before leaving again.
Fantastic news there for elephants, obviously, but also for visitors to the zoo, because elephants who live in bachelor groups are typically more playful and active, which makes them great to watch, but it also offers really good opportunities for behavioural observation research.
In the wild, African elephants are vulnerable to extinction, so Noah's Ark is doing great work to help conserve them. The park also recently celebrated winning a silver award for their efforts in sustainable tourism.
Congratulations, Noah's Ark Zoo Farm! The UK has had some cold, icy and even snowy weather, but the animals at Drusillas Park have been staying warm thanks to their keepers getting hot and bothered, running around after them, making extra effort.
Keepers cranked up the heating and ensured heat lamps remained on throughout the day and night. Some animals, like the penguins and snowy owls, relished the chilly conditions.
The meerkats weren't quite so impressed, popping out to check what the white stuff was, then staying in the warm.
You can't really blame them for wanting to stay inside, but don't they look cute in the snow?
They do indeed. On to another cute animal now, one all the way from Madagascar.
Yes, it's lemurs, and Bristol Zoo this month hosted a conference on examining conservation on the island of Madagascar, where lemurs are in danger because people have cut down large areas of forests, which is their natural habitat.
The day-long symposium will also highlight how conservation initiatives with the local people are working to protect those critical areas. The speakers include Dr. Christoph Schwitzer, Director of Conservation at Bristol Zoological Society, and Professor Georg Ganzorn from the University of Hamburg.
Delegates will hear about the ecological and socio-economic impact of non-native crops such as vanilla and the chocolate bean cacao. According to Dr. Schwitzer, Madagascar exemplifies the challenges of biodiversity conservation.
Bristol Zoo have also been helping conserve another animal on the brink of extinction.
And this story features a favourite of mine, Stephen Fry.
Is he going extinct?
Just listen to the story. Stephen Fry tweeted, "What could be nobler than saving a beautiful bat from extinction?" and backed the crowdfunding campaign by Bristol Zoological Society student Sarah Richardson.
Sarah, who works part-time as a volunteer coordinator at Bristol Zoo Gardens, will use the money to produce the genetic family tree of all the bats in captivity at Bristol Zoo and Jersey Zoo, and by comparing their genetic fingerprints.
Livingston's fruit bats are found in the wild on the Comoro Islands and the Indian Ocean northwest of Madagascar. In recent years, more than 45% of the Comoro Islands have been transformed into agricultural land, depriving the bats of their natural habitat. It will take Sarah 2 years to finish her genetic research and 5 to complete her PhD, but she plans to publish her findings as she goes.
I hope it doesn't all drive her batty.
She is a serious scholar and scientist who's studying zoology for years so that she can help safeguard the future of a wonderful species.
And now, onto a story about how your cash converts into conservation. Sorry. Staff from Wheatley Wildlife Conservation Trust, the charity that runs Paignton Zoo, Living Coasts in Torquay and Newquay Zoo in Cornwall, travelled to Africa recently to see how donations are helping to reduce illegal logging and save habitats and species. The Trust has links with the Uzungwa Scarp Nature Forest Reserve in south-central Tanzania, who fund local patrols to monitor the area and enforce environmental laws.
They recruited someone to coordinate field activities and provided training in using GPS and GIS in data collection and the recording of key species, and are also putting cash into regular patrols and have kitted them out with equipment.
Equipment bought for the patrols includes GPS handsets, binoculars, cameras, raincoats, boots, tents and torch headsets.
The good news is that the funding has been agreed for 3 years, so the work will continue. Did you know that Herbert Whitley, who founded Paignton Zoo, is obsessed with the colour blue?
I did actually, and he tried to breed it into dogs, pigeons and flowers.
While plants can produce the colour blue, most animals can't, and the reason for this is not really understood. But keepers at Paignton Zoo have recently bred a blue frog, the blue poison dart frog.
It's a small amphibian with a big attitude, and the zoo is home to 31 of them. Its bright blue skin warns off predators. If that's not enough, it secretes poisonous alkaloids which can paralyse or even kill an attacker. Luckily for keepers, frogs in zoos lose their toxicity because of their different diet.
Otherwise, the keepers might end up feeling blue.
Don't you start. If you're looking for a present for Mother's Day... Are you, Jen? Are you looking for a present? Have you got me anything? Have you got me anything? Have you got me anything?
Drusillas Park Keeper for the Day scheme is a unique treat for any mum who's mad about animals. For a shorter and sweeter look into zoo life, Drusillas Close Encounters experience provide an amazing opportunity to meet some of the zoo's most popular residents.
Sounds good. And for anyone looking to learn more about a variety of plants and animals, Bristol Zoo have talks ranging from an introduction to wildlife gardening to birdsong on the downs.
You all know this by now, but between Zoocasts you can keep up with all the news, views and information via our website and our social media channels.
And all together now. But the best way to make sure you don't miss out is to subscribe.
See you next time!